Thank you for giving me the opportunity to respond to such interesting discussions. This has been fascinating. Starting from a very high level, what we heard today was that the second digital revolution is coming and the connected world is going to change lives, change jobs, change homes, change businesses. One of the repeated themes that we heard was about the fact that big data has incredible social benefit, and that a lot of different organizations, Mr. Abamonte, for example, talked about the program that he's put in place to ensure that Europe is poised and ready to take advantage of this big data revolution. I think we're all very interested in seeing and participating in the outcome of that. Mr. Medina talked about the work that Telefonica is doing to, for example, create platforms that enable small and medium-sized businesses and individual developers to take advantage of the availability of data sets to create new ways to interact with data. These are all fascinating topics. At a very high level, there was a little bit of discussion, there were references made to privacy, and I would be remiss in my own role if I didn't point out the massive privacy implications of the digital revolution, big data, the Internet of Everything. When we talk about connected devices, we forget that there's a person behind almost all of these devices, right? And so I think we do need to consider the impact on the individual, the impact on the individual's privacy, the impact on the individual's autonomy, and as Ajit raised, the impact on the individual's quality of life and the wealth and income inequality that we may be engendering here. I want to focus a little bit on that first thing, the impact on the individual's privacy, and maybe throw open the conversation with a little bit selfishly here about the impact on the individual's privacy. What are we doing to make sure that individuals are empowered to make their own choices, to control their own data when those data elements are included in these massive data sets? At Vodafone, when we think about it, we think about three different factors that need to play into decisions about this. The first is transparency. Companies need to be transparent about the ways that they're using big data for achieving these social benefits. They need to let their customers know that they'll be participating in these data sets when they make use of the services that create them. We talk about choice, the second factor. We talk about the idea that customers should be presented with the ability to make a choice about whether or not to participate. Now, we are talking about aggregated and anonymous data, and so that choice could be, for example, the opportunity to choose not to participate, an opt-out choice. And then we talk about value. We talk about the social benefits of the applications of the algorithms to big data sets. Consumers care about the social benefits, but there's a little bit of the tragedy of the commons here, right? If you ask them to make decisions about social benefits, they really want to know what's in it for them, right? And so communicating back to these individuals about the benefit that they receive from the application of these algorithms to these data sets is very important. And in some cases, for companies that are opening up new lines of business, making certainly appreciable returns on the application of big data algorithms, perhaps sharing a little bit of that data and a little bit of that value back with the customer. So I'd love to hear what you think.